Today, as the stage is being set for World War III, we have a battle to the death, a no-hold-barred cage match. In this corner, representing the United States, we have the traditional heavyweight champion of the world, Case Knives. And in this corner, representing China, we have a new company, the Chinese-manufactured Rosecraft blades. Who will win at this game for the eternal domination of the world? Oh, it's just a knife review? I thought this was something much bigger than that. Okay, well, let's get on with it. Over here in this corner, we have a Case Stockman. This is a medium Stockman. All of these are in the same series from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And they're all carbon steel. They're all 1095. You can see they all have carbon 1095 engraved on one of the bolsters. These Stockmans have 3 blades. Oh, I see blade rub. See the blade rub right in there. That's common on all of these. I'm not going to hold that against them. Let's look at the fit and finish. Everything feels nice and smooth. The bolsters are smooth. The rivets are smooth. This knife is done pretty well. The centering on it is good. It's not quite perfect, but it's very close. And you can see even when I open that blade, when I open the spade blade, the sheep's foot's nicely in place. And so is the clip point. So that's pretty good. Now let's have a look at the next knife. This is a canoe pattern. Again, you can see the carbon 1095 engraved on the bolster. Blade centering. It's not bad, it's not rubbing, it's to the left. Let's check out the other blade. That one's right on the money. So this is pretty good. Fit and finish is nice. Same thing as the other one. Everything is smooth. Right here on this one I can feel a little bit where it's not flush. Or I can catch it with my fingernail. Overall, this is a very nice knife. And then we have the trapper. Let's first look at the centering. The clip point is real close. The spade blade is favoring the right hand side, but it is also far from rubbing. So that's about perfect. That's as good as you're going to get in a Case knife. Now this knife, this is what this side looked like. It had this much black on it. When I flipped it over to the other side, there was no black at all on this side. So I used some black dye and I put it on these covers so that the jigging would turn out black. And I think that made a huge improvement. Now the two sides look pretty similar to each other. And I'm very happy with the knife. I've had to put my own edges on these because none of these 3 knives came that sharp from the factory. Let's see if I can get this to focus. So you can see that bevel is a lot wider than the factory bevel. And it's pretty even on both sides. So that's the same on all these blades. So Case knives, they're not ready to use right out of the box. You do have to do some work to them, and you have to sharpen them up. These Rosecrafts, on the other hand, these are just how they came out of the box. So I'm going to get a piece of paper, and we're going to give these a quick test. That was me. What I did is I was catching the paper in the sharpening choil. So these Rosecrafts come ready to use right out of the box. No sharpening required, no fine tuning required. Let's check the centering. Perfection. 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 I have more Rosecraft blades. It's the same thing on every single one of them. They all come ready to put in your pocket and carry, and the fit and finish is about as good as you can get. You see, these case knives, these three here, are probably all in the top 25% of all case knives made. These are just typical everyday Rosecrafts. They're all the same. They don't vary. Now, I do wish that this logo here was engraved instead of laser etched, so we'll see how that holds up over time. But these things are just beautiful. They're so smooth. Everything is just absolutely perfect. It's amazing that the level of fit and finish that are on these. These are finished better than case knives. I think case knives a lot of times are a little bit prettier with their jigging. They do a wonderful job on jigging. I don't think anybody really beats their jigging. But these things just, they're so perfect. Every single one of them. There's a little walk and talk on them. They have half stops. Everything is nice and crisp and snappy. Let's check out the next one. Same thing. Everything is perfect. I don't even feel this rose petal in here. The only thing I feel, the only giveaway for this rose petal is because of the change in texture. You have the texture here on the covers, and then you have, it transitions to smooth. But this, you're not even feeling any transitions here. It's quite amazing. Everything is nice and flush. Now let's open it up. There's the half stop all the way. Isn't that nice? And look at that clip point blade. This is just a thing of beauty. Between these bone covers with the orange and that blade. I'm going to leave this one open too. Now let's move on to the last one. I want you to get a close look at this bone. This is just beautiful. Now you have the variations in color on the smooth bone. All the transitions are done right. Everything is nice and smooth. Same thing, nice walk and talk. The other difference between these, all of these Rosecrafts use D2 tool steel for their blades. So these are going to have better edge retention. Probably, I'm going to say about double the edge retention of Case's 1095. So the Rosecrafts have better fit and finish than Case. They use comparable materials in the construction of the knife and the handle, but Rosecraft uses better blades. They use a better steel in their blades. They also have a very consistent grind, and the knives come razor sharp, ready to carry and ready to use. So if you were going to spend your hard-earned money, not only do these perform better, not only do they have a better fit and finish, they come in at quite a bit lower price. All of these that you see here, these knives run in the $50 price range. These are a little bit above that. So for the quality level you get, for the steel that you get, I don't think you can beat the Rosecrafts. So I'm going to have to give this battle to the Rosecraft. Sorry, Case. You need to step up your game. So on the surface here, it may seem like we have a win for China. But remember, Rosecraft is actually an American company subcontracting their knives out to China. So we get the last laugh. What's going on? I know we were ready to rumble, but this is a bit ridiculous. Let me go look out the window.